Yes, hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. Welcome to VKC trainings. Okay, so let us continue this React JS Batch 12 second demo session. So in the last session, what have discussed? So in the last session, we have simply discussed about what is our roadmap to achieve the goal. Second, we have seen about a simple chat box application. Okay, so what is this React JS? Why we are using the React JS? Next, so by this React JS. So somebody asked me about how to work with the React um, library. So in the Angular, we're having the React to forms, right? Mano, I don't know the name, I forgot. Mano, that guy is here. So do you have React to forms in the React JS? Okay. So React JS is the very small library, but it is a very beautiful and rich in the features. Okay, so it is providing the number of features which is not going to provided by the other libraries or the frameworks. So now the situation of React JS it is okay. So why we are using the React JS? So please take a notes. React JS is a library to develop web application. Yes. Can I do mobile application? Yes, sir. At the time you need to be use React Native. For example, in the App Store or Play Store, you are going to be download some application, right? If I want to download YouTube or Amazon, if in such application, I need to be use the React Native with so and so iOS or Android platform, React Native. So React JS is purely develop a web application. Okay. Next, if I develop a web application, it will work for all the different devices definitely. So we can able to develop different resolution specific specific designs also. Okay. For example, if you open the Amazon and so on so website in the mobile application, right? Simply it will show in the left corner three dots where you can able to click and show. Okay, so web application will be definitely different from the mobile application. For example, so this is the what you can able to see in the web application. So I want to develop this one for the mobile oriented resolution also. So simply launch this developer tools. If you don't know this tool also, don't worry, this will become okay. See here. So once if I move to this iPhone SE, so iPhone 5. So these are the different resolutions. So whatever you are going to see earlier is completely different from now. Okay. So in the iPad, so it will be like this. So these are the different resolutions. Okay. So when I click on this one here, I can able to see that respect to responsive designs. Okay. So by using this React.js, not only development, where we can able to develop responsive designs very easily also. Okay, but here what is an web application? So we are going to be develop a web application. We are clear, but here what is the web application? So a web application is a software component. It will be developed by using a web technologies and run on web browser. Okay. So what are the web technologies? So a web application is a software component. It will be developed by using your web technologies and run on the web browser. Okay. So let us have some theory about what is the React.js, what are the things you are going to be develop, what are the versions, and then we'll show how to set up this React.js. And yesterday's session I have told na, in the today's session I will show 1,000 controls data can we get in a single shot. Definitely it is possible. If it is possible, what I need to do? Okay, we'll show a simple application how to create a React.js application, and then I will show that library, and then we'll conclude for the day. What are the web technologies which we know? .NET, Java. So those are not a web technologies. We're having a three things only: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Yes, these three only the things are the web technology. If I say server side technologies, those are .NET, C Sharp, Python, Java, whatever it is. Web browser. So web browser is a compiler. For example, as a developer, we need to be know about this. Think like this is the compiler. For other people, a browser is nothing but a where they can able to perform some search, and if they want to go for that specific application. Okay. In case of a developer, our web browser is a compiler to compile web technologies. Okay, it will compile the web technologies and it will be display as a human understandable. For example, HTML is the human understandable. It is a developer can able to understandable. It will be converted that HTML, CSS, JavaScript to so human understandable. Okay, if anything is understood by the human, it should be compiled definitely. Okay, it should be compiled. So now anybody ask, so what is our web browser is a compiler? Can tell, so other than my previous student, what is the first name of web browser? First web browser, World Wide Web. Okay, so our first web browser is the World Wide Web. Second, Mosaic. Next, Netscape Navigator. Who developed this Mosaic? Na? For example, once you develop any product end to end, right? So tomorrow you are not going to be sit in that company. Yes or no? You are going to be start a new company because you know how to develop end to end. Okay, so few of my students are now they are giving the trainings also. Okay, so now they are in the situation to give. Okay, but definitely it will be different each batch. I will give the different scenarios, different ways of the application. Okay, different real-time project. Okay, so Mosaic, that is a second web browser. Okay, once they develop, they form a company called Netscape Navigator. Still we are having that company. So later Microsoft come up with a IE version, Google come up with the Chrome, Mozilla. Okay, well, which one is the official? Mozilla is the official from the World Wide Web right now. Mozilla is the official. So here, how many types of web application? So we're having the two types of web applications. What are those? First one is the static web application. Second one is the dynamic web application. So static means if you develop an application using HTML and CSS is nothing but your static. Dynamic means static plus JavaScript, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you develop an application using these three technologies, then it is a dynamic. For example, you are having the IRCTC where you can able to book the tickets. If you want to book the tickets, you are going to use the IRCTC. Okay. So if I want to check availability trains under so and so date or so and so state and stations, so can I check in the IRCTC? No. So if you want to just search in the Google, there is some static web applications will be there. Okay, so my application also is static. If you leave about other than the contact and a few other sessions, Wikipedia is the static other than the leave about that contact part, contact or edit part. Okay, static means if you want to display your content something. For example, if you want to earn the money from the web application, you need to be create a simple static there. Google will be post the ads. Okay, based on that one you will get it. Okay, so here are two things. Either you can able to put like a private, so my site is the private, you can't able to get any advertisement, I don't. So those things I have not yet added anything else. Okay, so dynamic means user interactable. For example, if you want to create a create a registration form, you want to be fill some details, so all these are called dynamic applications, nothing but user interactable. Okay, so are you clear, right? React.js is the library used to develop web application. So what is an application? Types of web application. What are the web technologies and browsers? Okay. So for this web technologies, which one is the alternative for HTML, XHTML, so on so. So if you observe in the nature, I mean in the software, so these three are the web technologies. You don't have any alternative. That is the rule provided by the World Wide Web. That is the rule. There is a reason behind it. Okay, there is a reason behind it. I will tell you the reason. Okay, for example, if you take another programming language other than this one, Python, if you take a if you have the Python, .NET is there, Java is there, PHP is there, so many server technologies are there. Okay, if I take Angular, React is there, Kendo is there, Vue.js is there. Okay, so Monopoly, number of things are there. If you take a database, Oracle, SQL, MySQL, MongoDB, NoDB, okay, Cosmotic DB, number of things are. So coming to the web technologies, these are the three things. There is no alternate. Once you strong in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, if you go anywhere in the world, you will have a openings. Okay. Once you perfect in the JavaScript in the 2022, so there is a very good frameworks, React and Angular. Once you get a good knowledge over these technologies, so compared to the Java.NET guys, you are going to get a more package. Why so? The reason behind is now we are Microsoft and already you seen the Amazon Web Services. So they are going to be develop a web services. Okay. For example, now you want to develop an application. Okay. For example, Dixon is came to me. He's the client. Dixon is asking about so and so web application. I need the simple retail application where sellers and products are there. I need the simple a washing application is there where senders receivers will be there and process will be going for that application. So now maybe in the next year you are not going to depend on the .NET, Java, so and so server technologies. Okay, that research is going on almost so I also participate one of the that functionality development from the Microsoft. So they will give to the other companies to develop. Okay, so the development is you are going to define a business roles, simple business roles. So they are going to be give a cosmetic DB and they're come up with other DB name is, so I'm not going to expose that name. They're come up with other DB also. There you are going to define the rules. So what will happen as a Dixon, so he don't worry about the security. He don't worry about the number of persons to be handled. For example, 1 lakh persons are interact with my application. In general, application will be struck. So who will handle that? Microsoft team will be handled. So that company is going to be handled. Okay, or else they will give that project to some other company to be handled. So as a company from my side, if I'm the company, I'm having the so and so 50 or 100 employees, I no need to worry about how my data is going to be saved, how my data is going to be perform, exceptions, all these things will be handled, even logs also. So what they will do, they are going to expose an APIs, they are going to expose the web services. So you need to perform Azure token authentication or JWT, so and so token authentication. So simply you need to be perform and call an API. Okay, so those are the definitely purchased APIs. They are not going to be exposed the freely. So, and next thing, so Microsoft is come up with approach called submarine. Okay. So what is this submarine is nothing but a so data storages. Okay, data storage. See these data storages. Okay, so now they are going to add. So these are the physical devices. For example, you are going to attend the session. I'm going to conduct the session means somewhere this data is there. Okay, what is the timing? When to start? If I say to start, it will not start it. If I say to start, it will not start it. So about the timing, meeting, okay, the platform, some software has to be queue. That software will be relay and so on so physical device. So now they are doing this submarine concept, nothing but they are going to dig all the data that equipment, the physical device in a enclosed item that will be dig inside of the sea. It was near to the somewhat Canada, I think. So there you can able to get an article. Okay. So our in the Hyderabad we're having the cyber tower that also for the database storage. So these are the same things are going. So that's what I'm saying. So once you're confident on these things, right? Tomorrow the you are going to capture the world. Okay, but you may ask, sir, in this situation, they can't able to come up with the UI. Definitely, they will not come up with a UI. The reason is business. For example, if I open the Amazon, for example, one Amazon person is came to me, develop, I will develop. If I use the Microsoft, the look and feel is the same. Okay, if I develop a Flipkart also, the look and feel everything is same. Then what is the necessity of the two business? Definitely, it should be right. It should be different, right? Business rule and the way and appearance. Okay, so definitely as a human, so the appearance, what we feel now, we want to be show somewhat different from the others. I want to build a body, so on, so, so on, so. Okay, here also. So application point of view, we are going to be differently. We need to be developed. Okay, these are the three technologies. Once you be perfect, it is very easy. Next, what are the features with this React.js? What are the features with the React.js? Yes, please be interact. What are the features you know? Yes, please. Just whatever you and for few members already working in the React, or else just whatever you explore in the Google also let me. What are the features of React.js? If I use React.js in my application, what type of features I can able to get? One is the React.js is the free version. Okay, so no need to purchase. Next, React.js is our free version and open source. Next, client point of view, only one reason is React.js is it is very easy to embed it. Existing project. So I will show you if possible in the tomorrow session. So I will take a one normal project. I will try to be embedded. Next, easy to integrate. If you want to embed a specific feature, different application, and you can able to embed it, or else if you want to integrate a feature along with this application, easy to integrate an application. Next, client point of view, client will be think like so React.js is extendable. So there is a no other library or the framework can be extendable. If you take Angular is not extendable. For example, today you are having the one requirement. Okay, today you are having the one requirement. Tomorrow, if you want the one more requirement, you need to be depend on some other library. So instead of that one, can I extend? Definitely I can able to extend. So React.js is not going to be support the reactive forms like Angular. So reactive forms means where it can able to perform. So collecting the data in a single shot, performing a validation in a single shot. Can I extend? Yes, definitely I will extend. So how to extend, integrate these things I will show. Next, testability, unit testing. Okay, so can I test my application code, a specific code, definitely. If I write a specific block of a code, a function, I can able to test. So what type of the testing? So if how my function is going to be respond, for example, so let me go to, so this is my function. So here I'm going to fetch some data. Okay. So how this, how many ways this data going to be getted? So how it will behavior for the null data, how it will behavior for some empty data, exception, so on. So all the behaviors we can able to test it. Next, React.js having the easy to bind the data, bind data. So binding is not that much of easy in the JavaScript. Okay, if you take a normal JavaScript, it is very difficult to bind HTML data to your data from the database. Okay, so already shown. See, so this is the what my data. Okay, this is the what my data. So this data is binded very easily or no, within 5 to 10 minutes. If I want to bind such a data, it is take that too much of time. It is take the too much of time is nothing but at least 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. 4 to 5 minutes of work is equivalent to the number of hours in the React.js. So if you use in the React.js to develop a small data binding, it will take 5 to 10 minutes. Chart box I have developed in a 10 minutes. Okay. If you're using the JavaScript, it will take 4 hours, 5 hours, it can be. Okay. So next, what else the features? So number of things are there. Learn fast, pick fast, so on, so things are there. But the major points I'm saying, the major is the client point of view. Client want to be use a framework or library. Can I use my existing project or no? Can it is extendable or not? Developer point of view, easy to bind, easy to integrate. Okay, so company point of view, is it a free version or a purchased version? But companies definitely will be paying, but it will be. So like this, we're having a few other features. So coming to the versions, so when it was started, the first version of React is coming to the public in the 2013. React.js started. Okay, and came to public. Okay, but even 2013 is came from the when, if you observe, after 2020 only we are using. Okay, 2020 only we are using. For example, if I say I'm the trainer until you are testing me, for example, how he is going to be explained, what are the concept he is going to be explained. If I attend that session, it is benefit for me or no? Is it a possible one-to-one interaction? So instead of the 200, 300 members, can I attend, or is sufficient 20 members or 10 members session can I able to attend and get it? And one more thing I noticed, few members may called, sir, I was joined in the so and so only 1 week, they taken the money and they disclose the sessions. So number of frauds are happening, we can't do anything, but we need to be think twice or thrice before going to be joined, so on so way. Okay, so it's not happening. They will say so and so amount in case of very less, they will target 10 15 members, it will come, they will switch off. But here it will not definitely like this. So here Anil from a reference of Ramakrishna, correct? So Venkatramana, he came for the Angular last batch, he came here. So Narendra is the reference. Like this, I'm having always the half members of the reference. Half members can be a outside. Okay. So Vamsi Krishna, they Vamsi Krishna friends got settled well. Now he came for the React. Okay. So like this, it will be. Okay. So now let us go back to the course. So earlier, what type of versions and what type of license is important, the team. So for example, if I say free version and open source, can I use it? No, it should have the proper license. Okay, so up to 16th point version, before the 16 point version, before 16 point version, the license is Apache. So Apache, but which is the famous license versions? which is the famous licensed versions of this open source JavaScript frameworks, MIT versions. After 16 version, or else you can able to take from 16 version. So Facebook decided to go MIT licenses. MIT licenses. Okay. So do you know WordPress website? The WordPress website initially developed in the React.js. The license is the Apache. So Apache having some rules and regulations. So it is not going to be satisfy few requirements. So then they went for the MIT license. So not only this license, so after 16.8 versions, React supports the hooks. So from here, when the 16th version is came in the end of the 2019, from 2020 onwards, the clients are trying to use React.js. So now the market of React.js is the 7 to 80%. Okay, so somebody asking like if you are having some fake experience also, if you know the React.js also, come, don't worry. But one HR, I think 3 to 4 months back, he called me. I have the three requirements, even though they are having the fake. So I'm having the so urgent requirement for the client. I can able to manage, but they should be strong in the scenarios and the technologies. Okay, from 2020 nowadays the market is too peak on the React.js. So this is the version. Next is setup. So I will show you the setup. So if I want to set up this one, what are the requirements? First, I need to be install the Node.js. So team, hope everybody having the Windows 10 or 11, right? Not Windows 10. So if anybody having the Windows 7, please try to be upgraded because there is a few versions of the Node is not supported in the world. So that you can't able to work a few versions of few features of the React.js. Are you clear? But I'm thinking like most of you people are using the Node.js. I mean latest version on the top of the Windows 10 or 11. First one is the Node.js. What is this Node.js? I will show you while installation. Next, React.js project creation. Okay, so React.js is the library, a simple library. That's it. If I want to work with this one, I need a platform or no? So this is an IDE. So Node.js is the framework used to develop a web application as well as server. Node.js is the framework. Okay, this Node.js will be help us to develop a React.js application. React.js means you can't able to directly develop a React.js application. So here you are seeing about React.js application. Okay, here you are having a few files. React.js library providing the syntaxes. That's it. So React.js library providing the syntaxes, but Node.js is the framework. It will take a responsible to create your React.js application. Okay, Node.js is the framework. It will give a commands to be run and compile. Why so? Browser is understanding only three things, what we call web technology, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so let us see how to install this Node.js. Okay, if anybody new, so I'm having the one 10 minutes of session on this Node.js in my YouTube series. So please go through it. So here, if you are using the Windows Mac source code, so according to that one, please go ahead. If you are a Mac, 90% Windows. If you are using the Mac, also click on this Mac. So it will be download and you can able to install. Okay. So simple 5 to 10 minutes. It will take a time. So open that one. Click on a next, next, next. I'm having one video. If you want, I will give you. Okay. Next, my Node.js is completed. What about this Node.js? So please, hope everybody taking the notes, right? Please take the notes. If you're not taking today, from tomorrow onwards, please take the notes. Even I will share you the today notes. Please ping us. What is this Node.js? So nowadays, if you observe, right? Earlier, the technology, if you compare, na, so earlier we're having the Java, .NET, and a few other things. So the usage is like this. Somewhat Java and .NET are nearer. So Python usage is like this. Our Node.js usage is like this. We don't know Node.js exists or not. So maybe I also know, I don't know 5 years back. Because that Node.js is there, number of things are there. Once the market is grabbed by the Angular and React, then we notice. So the Node.js is a usage like this. These are our Node and Python. So do you know now the market, the Python is K compared to this Java.NET, Node.js is up to level of this Java.NET. Okay. So out of this, so our React is also, but if you check in the Google, there analytics is there. I'm not interested to show because already we decided to learn about the no React. Okay. So what is this Node.js? Node.js is a framework, to develop applications. Next, Node.js framework helps to work with JavaScript, libraries or frameworks. So what is mean by library? What is mean by framework? I will give the difference. Okay. So Node.js is one and only the framework. I thought we are thinking this is the simple JavaScript library. I also thought like that. But Node.js is the as well as it is a client side and server side technology. So that's what if you want to develop an application, not a web application. See, it is a developing application end to end. Okay. So Node.js is the library or the framework to develop application. So this behavior of the Node.js, we are using the Node.js in the ReactJS application. Okay, so we are using Node.js in a ReactJS applications to create ReactJS project and build and run application. Okay, Node.js is providing the commands to build and this run application. So simply packet Node.js providing commands. Okay. Okay. So I just shown you how to work with this. Now simply click on a installer. So it will show you an exe file will become. Okay. Open this file. So I'm directly showing the setup. So these are the continuation sessions. Just we need your confirmation. That's it. So just think ping like us, we are interested. So we will note you a separate on Monday onwards. We are going to get a separate link and we'll discuss about further discussions on the weekend. I will call. Okay. So still it is downloading and it is opening. So preparing the installation. Okay. So installation is going on. So please wait. Maybe it will take 5 to 10 minutes. And one more thing, if you are using the HDD or SSD, I mean in your personal, better to go with the SSD. Otherwise, HDD means a little slow. So 10 minutes of work is equal to the 15 to 20 minutes sometime. So simply next, accept the license. Next, next, next. Still, I'm showing the Node.js setup. Okay. So automatically install the necessary tools. If you want, check. Otherwise, you can able to leave it. So I don't want any extra details. Okay. So it will take 2-3 minutes. The setup will be completed. Okay. So what it will do? It will install the node specific things in our computer machine. Okay. It is asking about files are in use. Close the application, attempt to restart them. Do not close the application. A reboot will be required. So it will close. Something was running, done. If you already having the node also, you can do installation. There is no issue. So Node.js is like a one of the framework same like other technologies, but Node having the features like it can able to work with JavaScript applications. Okay. Next, once my node is set up, what I need to do? So node will be provide a platform. So node is the JavaScript framework to create and run the application. Next, where you want to create application, you need an ID or no? For example, so I am ready with so take it as a so framework is my design architecture and the place to build a house. So the house build can be done by is the concrete ReactJS or concrete to build the home. Okay, Node.js is the place and the framework. It will provide all the resources to build that one machinery. Next, where you want to build, where you will write the code. So if you want to write a code, you need a platform. That platform is nothing but a see Visual Studio Code. So it is finish, simply finish Visual Studio Code. Okay. So next, how you can able to conclude your node is installed or not? Node space -v. Okay. So it will give you the version. Which version of the Node.js I'm using? So which version? 16.17. Okay. So by this I can able to say my node has been installed. Next, I need to be work with Visual Studio. So where I can able to download, go to the Visual Studio. So if you want to set up, simply follow this video, or else I am having a separate series. So same like earlier Node.js, click on this Windows, it will download an exe. Simply click on install, it will install. So by this we have installed the Node.js and Visual Studio Code. Okay. So next I need to create a ReactJS application. How to create a ReactJS application? Take a heading. Steps to create a ReactJS application. So if any one or two members are thinking about, sir, I don't know the ABs of web application. I'm from the testing. I'm from the so on. So I'm from the non-tech guy. But don't worry. Are you following me right? Simply follow me like this. Here I will make you to be get into the success. Okay. So how to create this React.js application? Step number 1. Create a folder either in this other than the C. Create a folder. First, you need to be create a folder. So here I'm having the React.js batch number 12. Here I'm having the demo. Okay. So let me create create a folder means a folder is ready na. So folder is my ready. What is my folder? React.js batch 12 is my folder. Next, step number 2. Go to the address bar of the folder, type cmd. So what I'm saying, go to the address bar. Okay, this is my folder. Let me go to the address bar. Type cmd. It will open a command prompt. Open a command prompt. Now you need to run the command. Create sorry npx create react app example1, but give the proper name, so on, so example1 or something. Okay, I'm just creating as a example1, or else sample application. Okay, sample application, let us give this proper name, npx create react app sample application. Press enter. So what it will do, npx is the command provided by the, cannot create the project name sample because the npm naming. Okay, sample am something restrictions are there, sample example. sample yeah. So I will give you the, so here it is saying about the restrictions, right? We need to be follow the certain stands about to creating the project and don't give the space, don't give the so on. So we're having some rules and regulations. Okay. See, my project is creating. Okay. So what is the command? npx create hyphen react hyphen app project name. Okay, what is my project name? Sample application. Here npx is a node package manager extension command, command of node.js to create a ReactJS application, to create our ReactJS application. So already told na, your Node.js will be providing the commands to create, run, and build. Next, take it as a note. Node.js providing commands to create, build, and run the ReactJS application. Okay. So Node.js is providing the commands. For example, if you want to go with React.js, right? So no need to go, no need to learn about the Node.js. Okay. Simply know about 3 to 4 commands. That's it enough. 3 4 commands are enough for you to be create a React.js application. Okay. So almost it is maybe it will take 3 to 4 minutes. So any questions up to now what we are discussing in the today's session? We have discussed about what is the React.js, purpose of the React.js to develop application. For develop application, what are the technologies and what is the compiler? Next, if I want to work with React.js, what are the versions? Next, what are the frameworks or the platform I need? Okay, done. So any questions, any doubts? Anil, Dixon, Venkatramana, Krishna, Narendra, Naren, Naresh, Kotla, Praveen, Punya, Seshu, Surya, Vamsi. Any questions? Are you clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, good. So almost done. Yes, completed. See, it is saying about happy hacking. You can able to, I created application for you can able to hack that application. Hacking is nothing but a, so they will provide some source, so you can able to modify the source. Modifying is nothing but a hack. Okay, happy hacking, you can able to start. So let me close this one. Okay, let me close all the command prompts. So let us see sample application is created. Okay, so what is the folder structure? Next, architecture of the React.js application. So what type of the design principle or pattern it is following, I will explain in the next session. So this is your React.js application. Next, we need to open this application. Creation is completed. Yes. Open React.js application. So how to open? For example, if you want to open, go to the Visual Studio Code in the search box, type Visual Studio Code. Okay, it will open the Visual Studio. From here, you are having the file open folder. Okay. So again, I will show you this setup and everything, but see here. So which one can I open? Open this, select a folder. That's it. This is the one way. Okay. One more way I will show you. Okay, so we're having the one command. Go to the address bar, type a command, type code space dot. Okay, so let me explain this one. You are having the two approaches. The approach number one, open VS Code. Next, go to open folder, open the application, open that specific application. Okay, by selecting the folder, by selecting folder. Next, one more thing, go to the address bar of the folder, type cmd. It will open command prompt, type node space dot. It will open Visual Studio Code. It will open Visual Studio Code. CMD code space dot. Visual Studio Code, it will open. Open or no? Yes. So Visual Studio is open for. So now my ReactJS application is running. Let me run my application. Run a ReactJS application. Okay, so that's what we're going to be learn step by step from the base to advanced level. Okay, once you complete this series now, you are not going to be practice again and again. So you are not, I mean, practice definitely required. I mean to say, you no need to refer any videos, you no need to refer for any session. Okay, so here same, go to the address bar of the application folder, type cmd. So I need to be type npm start. So earlier it is the npx command to create your application. It is the npm command. Okay, so this is the npm command. So let me run this application, sample application. So type cmd npm space start. So a node package manager saying about start this application. So in next sessions, I will show what is the folder structure of your React.js application. Okay, what are the files will be there. So if I run this npm start, so which file it will be execute? Package.json. But how to connect this package.json? Okay, how it will be execute, will show. And I said about how to integrate a third-party library. Na? So maybe I will show the tomorrow session. It was already lengthy session. Tomorrow I will. So now your React.js is application is running. Okay. So this is the what you need to be work with the React.js application. Okay. npm start. So here npm is the node package manager command to run, to build and run. Here npm start is a node package manager command to build and run React.js application. Okay, so by this class what we have seen, what are the benefits of React.js, how to set up and run the application. Okay, so tomorrow session I will show you how to add a third-party libraries like a Bootstrap. Next, we'll create a simple application with 10 to 20 lines of controllers. I will add the controllers dynamically also, input controllers. Okay, so we'll show how to collect and bind the data. How to yesterday session I told no. So how to get the data in a single shot out of 100 control, 1000 controls, it is possible because our React.js is extendable framework. I can able to extend, extendable library. I will use the another library. So that library is my own library that having the 5 to 6 lines of a code to get it. Okay, so and I will show you how to interact this React.js. So maybe just that is the overview and introduction, just like our trailer what we are going to be see. So in detail, from the Monday onwards, in detail, we'll show step by step how to create, how to work. Okay, so we'll start with, sorry, we're directly start with React.js. I don't know the HTML, so don't worry. Here I will drive in the sessions now. So simply follow me. So every day we're having the questions, every day we're having the labs. It will boost you to be success. Just 2 months, whoever is looking for the success in their career, whoever for the looking for the job, change from their perspective, I'm saying. Okay, okay, team. That's it for today. Any questions?
Hi, Krishna. Punya here.
Yeah,
So
Punya.
can you please tell me, Krishna, so in the backend, basically what you're using, either .NET or Java or Python, how you're
Okay.
communicating the front-end application to back-end applications, like
So
REST
in our sessions, okay, so in this session we are purely discussing about the React.js. So definitely here Punya question is so this is my front end, nothing but a UI. Next this is my middleware, so nothing but a server side. Next database. If you take any application, this is the flow database. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so for example by UI means we are using Angular and React. Our thing is the React.js. We are going to be learn HTML, CSS, next Bootstrap, JavaScript, React.js, Redux, and how to perform a API calls. Next middleware means we are having the Java. Okay, I will come to your question 1 minute. .NET, Python, and so on. So database means we are having the Java means Oracle. .NET means MS SQL, Microsoft SQL. Python means either you can able to use the MySQL or MongoDB. Number of things are there. So in this React.js 2 months of series, we are purely going to be learn about this part, and we're going to be see about. But here I'm not going to use the Java, .NET, Python because I need a specific 1 month to be explain how to create an API. I
No,
will
I
use
know,
the API direct.
Krishna, I'll help you on that, because see, what I'm trying to say, if suppose some experienced person is coming to learn the React end-to-end as a full stack developer, to make a full stack developer, become a full stack developer, I think using Java, .NET, Python. So if you want, I can help you on backend side also to develop the API. You can connect that.
No,
also.
no, don't worry about that one. Here I will take everything from my side only. Okay, so here I'm having Anil as a .NET guy, Seshu also .NET. We are having the Java and .NET guys also. So don't worry about this web APIs. I will take care about that web APIs. Okay, so I will create an APIs. I will create an API. I will store the data. Entire things I will do. Okay, and I will give you the I will explain to everyone how to create some dummy APIs. So other than these things, can I create a dummy API directly? I can able to use and consume. Okay, so here the focus is it. Okay, got it. You are saying about if you want to create,
So
you can do.
are you just giving the only front end side kind of stuff, knowledge in front end side of like React, HTML, CSS, stuff kind of
So
thing?
this is the batch if are only the React.js. Okay,
Okay.
so for example, if you want or anybody wants the Python means morning 7:30 to 8:30 IST, we are having that.
No, I
So,
see. I'm saying, Krishna, I'm saying I am actually a Java developer,
okay, okay,
backend developer.
leave about. I got it. I got it.
Yes, I'm having a more than 10 years of experience.
Yes.
And also I have a teaching experience around more than 5 years of teaching experience.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you are able, you are giving the chance, then we can
Yes.
integrate knowledge.
So got it. But
That
here I know I don't want. I mean, I no need to worry about that one. Here I can able to deliver everything. Okay, I got it. Okay,
not
team.
an
Any
issue,
other
Krishna. Not
questions?
an issue, Krishna. That's fine. That's fine. Not an issue. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Because I am also giving, see, Krishna, I'm saying.
Can you please? We got it. I will discuss over the phone. Okay. Any other
Okay,
questions,
not
team?
an issue. That's up to you. That's up to you.
Any other questions from team? Okay, team. That's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Use the same link. Thank you.